Be quiet while we're doing this. You know that microphone picks up the fucking beeping of the man outside, and yet you're sitting there with a fucking cold, with a bottle of water and a big packet of crisps, thinking the microphone's not going to pick you up. So unhand your crisps, put them down. Put them down. Come on, put them down now. No, put the no, because those crisps are too close to you. You will be tempted while we're recording, right? That's too close, that's within a hand. If I see your hand go near those crisps while we're recording, there'll be murder.
It'll be funny, don't have to.
Stop now, stop, we're recording.
Any other business, well?
None.
Shut up. Dinosaurs, meteorites, on that team. Dinosaurs, meteorites, on that team. Sexual story with a twist. Any other business.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
Any other business.
Boz's got a sexual one.
Welcome to Toffee TV. It's any other business time.
It is. Joe, put the crisps down.
You got the fucking crisp.
Potty mouth on him. This is why we don't let him come on here.
You can't drop F-bombs for no reason.
You're not allowed.
Over there.
You're just stop. You're not Danny Dyer.
What about
Did you see Danny? Let's get straight into Danny Dyer. Amazing.
The girl? No, his daughter.
Did you see
That's
it?
still going on, by the way, that nonsense.
Nonsense. What's it called? Jizz Island? STD Island it should be called, I think.
I seen someone the other night moaning because one of the World Cup games was gone into extra time because it was delaying Jizz Island. I've never been so happy.
I'm not being funny, right? But I think it should be law that that person's name and address should be printed, and an angry mob of people should go outside. Not like they do with paedophiles.
Not quite the same thing.
I'm not saying it is the same thing. I'm just saying that's what should happen.
And do what?
Just stand there and go,
Hum.
You're rubbish. It's not correct.
You vacuous.
Like, even I'm not being funny.
Just hum the whole way.
My mum hates footy, but she knows when it's World Cup time. Do you know what I mean? The Enders, the Dale, the Street. They're all getting pushed to the side.
To be fair.
My father-in-law, he's alright, because he only watches Hollyoaks. So he's sound. He's laughing.
Right.
He's in control. But anyone who's into the major soaps, but my mum, she knows. It's World Cup time. And these people think...
To be fair, she's only got to, like, worry about it for every 4 years, hasn't she?
Exactly.
For most of the time, she's getting away with it.
That's the Euros as well.
Not the same, the Euros,
Oh,
though.
don't you think? No. See, I don't think it's the same, but I think the Euros is a better tournament.
Do you?
Yeah, but I don't think it's as good because I like the... For a start, you can't play Daddy OG music, can you?
No.
Which in hindsight, that's a really now seems like a very unfortunate name for your group, doesn't it, mate?
But yeah. And let's be honest, South American birds are better.
Oh, there has been a lack. Well, I'm not. Listen, we've said this a number of times. In every World Cup, listen, we know what happens. The cameraman finds a couple of good-looking ladies and focuses on the more game. But this time, because of everything that's gone on, they've stopped doing that, which is fair enough. But we feel that that's not the right way to go, because all you're doing is you're removing something. Just put some nice-looking fellas on screen.
They have.
Find a couple of... Well, the footballers, aren't they? Find good-looking lads in the crowd. Couple of shots. I've got no problem with that. If the camera moves to the left and there's some Colombian with, you know, a bit of nipple on show, then everyone wins. Everyone wins then. You're hating everybody. If you're going to do Me Too properly, then have the men and the women.
Just do. I'm sure a lot of the women like seeing women's boobs.
They do. I'm sure they do.
But I've got no... If fellas are there with no tops on the ripped, show it. Yeah. No issue.
Maybe that's
objectifying men.
Maybe that's what Love Island's for.
Maybe that's what it is.
But no, Danny Dyer was amazing. He was on... They did this... Like, Good Morning Britain is absolutely ridiculous here. It's gone utterly shit. They've got Piers Morgan on it, and
It should just be called Good Morgan Britain.
wouldn't that
Work that, wouldn't
well, it'd work if you were in Germany. So,
it? She's alright, don't she?
who?
Reed.
I'm never up that time of day. I
Reed.
have no idea what goes on. Reed.
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 Reed would literally get
So they did this show, which is that show is turning
You
into
know.
like Britain's version of like Fox and Friends. They're always looking for some mad. What?
It's like some country file. Is that like country file?
No, it's not like Country File. It's basically where Trump,
They make stories.
basically
up
where Trump finds out all what's going on in the world,
there, but it's not going on.
but it's not going on in the world, so that's why the world is the way it is.
Yeah, okay.
So it's always Piers Morgan arguing with someone or something. So they did this nighttime version to capitalise on the England game.
Right.
And they had Danny Dyer on, and there was somehow Brexit because Jeremy Corbyn was on. And Danny Dyer just starts going off on one of our where's Cameron? Where's Trotters up in France? And they just went, the twat. But he says twat and they sort of ignore it, but they were probably secretly made up because they were like, it was after 9 o'clock. They weren't probably asked. They were capitalising on the World Cup audience, and they probably knew it'd go viral as well. So they weren't that bothered. But then when they moved away from him, he just went, sweat. But it was the best one ever because like when someone's talking and they're free flowing and it's like a word might come out the mouth, but as the camera moved away you used to sweat. But the mad thing was the guests were the other guest. You didn't see this, did you?
I've seen the clip.
So do you know who the other two guests
Jeremy
were?
Corbyn
And Pamela Anderson.
Pamela Anderson, yeah, which is why Pamela Anderson. Bit mad, but I suppose.
Incredible. So fair play to Danny
Fair
Dyer.
play to Dyer, yeah.
Loving a bit of Dyer. But
You know the producer was like, I am shitting myself when he said that, didn't he?
Danny Dyer can do what he wants. He's got royal blood.
Apparently so.
You know what I mean?
Apparently so.
He's got royal blood. He can literally say what he wants.
Remember her, Danny Bear? I don't know why she's just coming to me yet.
Because her name's Danny.
Yeah, probably.
You just
Danny DeVito.
Your
No,
philo facts in your head of
Just
all the
full of-
Dannys was just going Danny on the word.
My didn't it? Yeah.
My word.
With
On the
my,
word.
oh my word. With yeah.
She was alright.
Great times. Danny DeVito didn't come on it though.
He wasn't on the word. I don't think he was on the word.
He might have been.
Danny
Should have
DeVito was a
been.
legend.
He should have
What
been.
a man.
I think Terry Christian with Danny DeVito. Terry Christian. Alright there, Danny.
Right, Danny.
mate.
How you knowing?
What do you think? What do you like, Morrissey, Danny?
Morrissey, he's another wanker. What a fucking wanker Morrissey is. He
Is that
deserves
John Gaunt defending him this
John
week?
Gaunt.
Gaunty.
Oh my god, these people are
Gaunty.
just, why are we allowing these people to breathe? R.A.
They're arse.
No, I'm talking about R.A.
Oh, wow.
Can't we put them in a big dome with their own air?
In
That
Eden.
smells of shit.
No, I'm not saying he. What? Probably won't.
But how many more did stink? I took Joe down to Sandils yesterday and it stunk.
Did they?
Yeah. I think we're trying to get the land cheaper, so we're pumping like PR shite into the air, basically.
This wasn't even on the board.
It wasn't, but let's get... the NHS is 70 today.
It is. I saw your tweet wishing it happy birthday.
Yeah.
Your favourite 70-year-old. I was thinking, what said this? Who's this?
Who's this little darling?
Who's he got stored away?
My wife works for the NHS and she's had a thing today and she's nearly approaching 30 years in the NHS, which is brilliant. But she's just messaged me now saying it's the greatest day ever working for the NHS because she's met a dog. Good times, mate. Good times.
Simple things.
But you know what though? We people, it's getting ripped apart and it needs to be sorted out because it's the best thing in the world.
It is.
You know when you see, you ever go on like Twitter or anything and you see those itemised bills that Americans get for like just having a baby,
unbelievable,
and it's
isn't it?
like 50, 60, 70,000, and you're thinking that's for bringing a life. Those not people who are always going on about life, you can't have abortions and all this, and they're like, here's your bill though. There you go.
70 grand. Yeah.
It's incredible. We get it for nothing.
Ours is amazing and we need to protect it with every iota of our beings.
We do.
Really.
And what makes me sick is we've got a hospital in town and next to it there's a shell of a new hospital and it's just sitting there. And if it doesn't get sorted soon,
It is getting worked on. I've been driving past it lately. There is, but
it's not getting proper work up.
stuff is going on. The third floor's gone in, and that wasn't there the other week. But it should have been well done. should have been well done.
No one's got the concept,
No,
so
no.
it's just all bits
They're
and
just,
pieces.
like, patching
it
it
needs
up.
to be sorted, because that's all it is, patching.
Yeah.
And they'll be forever patching it if they don't
If
do
they
it
don't
properly.
hurry up,
But then
yeah.
that's the government allowing some cheap ass lowest bidder to come in who didn't actually have the money, and while everyone makes their 5% on the top. I'm just saying.
But until people decide that what's right and what's wrong and actually do something about it, let this government run up ridiculous amounts of debt and yet still try to point the finger at Labour, and yeah. But anyway, that's another.
We need to look after it, because all these people who badmouth it and say we were better with all these other things, go and have a look at those other things. I mean, if you want private healthcare, no one's stopping you. You can go and have private. That's the beauty of this country, is that you can have private healthcare, and you can have, you can have the National Health Service.
You've got your choice. You pay your money, you've got your choice. Exactly. That's the thing. And at the end of the day, the NHS is incredible. It'd be massively helped if people would stop fucking missing appointments. Just actually let people know.
That's why I keep on looking at my watch, because I've got a dentist appointment in an hour.
But if you actually say, I can't make it, it's what, 160 million a year wasted.
Well, it's all little things. It's like taking back what's his name's,
like crutches
and things like that, which like everyone takes for granted. Everyone had a crutch under the stairs when they were kids.
Always became one of our goalposts. But there is that, and there's other things, and people getting fucking toothpaste on the NHS and stuff. Like, come on, it's 60p in home and bargain.
Paracetamol and stuff like that.
Come on, let's own it a little bit. Let's take a little bit of our ownership and go, all right.
Yeah, what can we do?
No one owes you.
Well, that's it.
You know what, mate? If they turn around to me and went, there's a £15 tax a month, but direct to the NHS, nothing else. It's going straight in the NHS. I know, mate. But you know, if they did,
it's all coming back.
It's all coming home.
It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming home, Baz. From the EU, all that money's coming back. You don't need to worry.
If they turn around and went, listen, this is a direct payment, and the NHS is getting that 15 quid a month off you, I'd have no issue.
I'm not being funny, Baz.
Absolutely amazing.
I'm not being funny, but if it was £15 a month, then I'd want a gold-seated toilet when I went to the doctors, because that's a lot of money if you think about it.
A tenner then? A
penny? A penny a week. Honestly, a penny a week, right? For everyone who's on who works, that's enough.
I'd be quite happy 5 or a tenner a month then.
A lot of people wouldn't though.
Well, why?
Because they would just
because you know what, mate.
But to be fair though, a lot.
Well, help people go there and get looked after.
No, but that is actually a lot of money for some people though. If you took.
All right, a 5 a month then.
You don't need it. It doesn't need that much, Baz. It honestly doesn't. It doesn't need that much. What it needs.
I think they would beg to differ, but I think a 5 a month is nothing.
What it needs is
£1.25 a week to protect your family. No, but that's the thing, isn't it? It needs a solution. They're cutting it and giving it.
Baz, that isn't the solution they want. They don't want that. They don't want that solution. They want it in private hands. That's the solution they want. They're running it down.
I know.
So as much as they can, so they can turn around and sell it and go, well, there's nothing we could do. Look at the state. They don't want to look after it. So it needs to be run better, and we need to do our part. You're absolutely right. We need to do our part, which is to do all the basic things to look after it. So just do those things. It's a brilliant concept.
It is.
Obviously brought in by a Labour Prime Minister, because those.
Go on, let's move on. We've done it. Next. Otherwise, you'll be missing an appointment.
Do you want me gun story?
Go on, tell it.
Because
this is.
I thought I'd already done this.
You haven't done it.
And we were talking to Joe. Joe's been in all week. He's off school now. So it's half term or something.
2 days, like. Well, he's still only done with 2 thumbnails.
Yeah, I mean, he's literally been here for like a week. He's done nothing. He's done nothing. He's just sat. He hasn't even made a cup of tea.
No, he hasn't. You're right. He hasn't made.
He hasn't made one cup of tea.
I've made you 3 brews. You haven't made a single one.
Made one cup of tea.
I wouldn't mind the thumbnail that you done as a boss, but the thumbnail he done for me. He done it at home. You've seen him with me all day. He done it at home.
You know what he should be here, like creating thumbnails
all day.
No, but for videos that we haven't even made, and going, here's a thumbnail. Make a video of that. That's what. Well, no, we did that. Well, the two I've just said. You're coming up with the idea.
It was like yesterday, or the day before. Was it the day before? Yeah. I said to him, Joe, I need you to do that. It was back at me in 20 seconds at home. I was like, no, the quickest ever, and it was boss. Yeah. Sat in here for 6 hours. Get nothing out of it. Hasn't done 8 times.
Anything. Makes loads of noise when you start to make videos.
Eats
That's about
crisps.
it.
Walked out before.
I know, I was making a video. Door.
Walked out, didn't care.
So,
I picked them up from the station.
Yeah, I have as well.
Still hasn't made me a
I took him all the way to Sandhills yesterday because he was going to have to...
That's not my fault. You sat and played Pro Evo instead of getting him the station.
And I beat him as well. And he got a little
no one can hear
in the car.
I didn't get a copper.
Got a little copper.
I don't know what he's talking about.
To speak to me.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I wasn't there, I can't.
Why, if I want to talk about him, why would I drive him an extra 25 minutes on me?
No, I appreciate it.
What a weird lad.
Anyway,
so we were saying that we were promoting him, and basically he's a nice lad, but he's got sort of real right-wing tendencies, and we were saying
don't out him. He doesn't even know what that is.
So, but that's half the point. Doesn't know what it is. I mean, listen. Just because he walks around with a little muzzy and full Hugo Boss doesn't mean he's wary of the world. But we're trying to educate him a little bit about the world and say this. Go out your comfort zone. Go a few places that you never. He would basically showed us this picture of Kiev and went, look at this shithole. And I went, well, that could be Rotterdam or anywhere, Liverpool or Rome. I was saying that could be anywhere. Don't get scared by a picture. And I was telling him about this story in New York, and you were like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
I didn't swear.
You did.
Didn't.
You went really high pitched. And
I probably went really high pitched, but I said.
So he was like, "Why didn't you tell her on AOB?" So basically. The story is, in 1997, in a world without mobile phones,
should just have that running up in a galaxy far, far away.
I found myself in New York for a weekend.
New York.
When I was 18 years of age, I'd never been to America, and I found myself in New York, and I wasn't going home till the Monday, and I was on my own, and I had a giant rucksack. So anyway, I arrived at Port Authority.
Were you an illegal alien? Or were you an illegal alien?
I was an Englishman in New York.
Yeah,
I was very much like Sting.
Yeah.
So
you were talking about your tantric sex.
Yeah, I was. Well,
you did say to Joe you could go for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, that's maybe
because of your another episode. Sex.
So I found myself in New York. Arrived at Port Authority, which, if anyone's been there in the 90s, I don't know what it's like now. But
that's yoga.
It was a dump. It was like full of smackheads. Jump in a taxi, a yellow cab. Now is just jump in an Uber, and I'd be fine.
Yeah.
Got dropped off about 10 blocks from where I was supposed to be. I had to walk back.
Why did he drop you off there?
Well, because he was an idiot.
The idea of a cab is it takes you where you want to go.
But I didn't know where I was going, so and then when I got there I was like, this isn't the place I want to be.
Drop you off in Harlem.
I know, I don't even know where I was dropped off. I just walked. But luckily in New York there's a grid system, so it's like and I think I ended up on like 45th Street, going to this the famous 45th Street. Going to this
classic.
Going to this.
Why didn't you just go to 54th Street?
Because that's not where the thing was. So I ended up going to this hostel. Luckily, I've still got my limbs, but they didn't have a bed for me for the night. Very much like Jesus, I was. So I had to go to a stable. So I went to this hotel, which was run by an Egyptian. It was called the Aladdin Hotel. It was a dump. I had no watch. I had to try and be back at this hotel the next day to get me to this hostel the next day to get a place in it, because it was cheap and apparently it was nice, and that's where backpackers went. So I was up all night basically because I had no concept of time. There was
for Shane Duffy.
There was a running a van with its engine on all night, not a coach, which was basically picking people up to take them to a strip club. So that was on all night.
You wouldn't have been able to go in, would you?
No.
18.
So I'm painting a picture here, and I really.
You are painting it.
But at the same time, I was like quite terrified. I wouldn't go into like Central Park because obviously anyone who's watched Home Alone 2.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Or Elf, then Central
Elf
Park.
hadn't come out.
No, but I'm saying.
So
them Central Park Rangers weren't just a thing now, where they do.
So I got into the hostel anyway. Waiting through the weekend, fine. Enjoyed my time in New York, basically just walking around Times Square in circles.
As you do.
Spend a lot of time in the Virgin shop reading like the Match and the Shoot to see if Raven Elliott signed yet. That's what I'd done basically. Going to like paper shops that the days before his newspaper, the days before news. Got to the Monday, gotta get a train to Connecticut to go and pick up my ticket to go home. And we were going through an area and all these fellas got on the train and they made me feel very nervous. It felt like when they got on, it felt like a coordinated
attack.
Yeah, it was a bit like everyone just seemed a bit shifty. So they're all, this fella sits like there and he's sitting there, he's looking straight at me. And I'm like, oh, and I've got a bit of money in my pocket because I'm going to buy this ticket to go home. So I've got money, I'm thinking, these robbed me, I'm stuck in New York with no money. It's very, very, you know, early days of the internet.
It's a scary,
no phone, you know.
It's a scary thought.
It's a scary, I'm 18. This fella sitting there. And he goes into his pocket.
Sorry, just hang on. It's literally 94 degrees in here. I've just had coffee and now I'm sweating. Carry on. My t-shirt.
A t-shirt's a towel. So anyway,
sorry, I'm just sweating.
Well, you sweat away. If you think you were sweating, listen to this.
In fact, it's only since you started telling me this that I'm
sitting there, and this fella's sitting there, and he's like t-shirt in shorts and this like cap flicked up, very much like
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Wesley Snipes in White Men Can't Jump. That's literally what he looked like. Like like a little So he sits there and he gets in.
You think you were Woody? Were you Woody? Were you playing the role of Woody?
Yeah, definitely. Can't jump harder.
No.
So he goes to his pocket and he brings out a gun. So, as you do.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there.
T-shirt back for in a minute because the sweat's gonna.
So I'm sitting there. I'm 18. I'm on this train, going through what looks like a rough part of New York on the way out, and there's a fella sitting there with a gun. And now my mind's already ticking away like madness.
You start doing your will.
I didn't actually have anything, so I don't. It was a bit pointless. I was 18. It's like, yeah, everything I've got in my rucksack.
So you had something.
So, everything I had was actually in the bag because I'd been to like an outlet village and went mad. I bought a pair of Calvin Klein dress pants that I've still got, and they cost me $8. And when I came home, I went into Wade Smith to see how much they were, and they were £90. I was like, yes. I know, it was mad. I had all kinds of gear.
I love the fact you said dress pants because that's what they were called.
Yeah.
Dress pants.
So I'm sitting there and this fella's got the gun, and then he starts putting bullets in the gun. Right. So I'm looking around, I'm looking at all the people.
Are you actually real?
I know.
Did you survive?
So the ticket man starts, guard or whatever starts walking down the train. I'm thinking, this is the moment. As soon as he asks
for a tumbleweed.
As soon as he asks for a ticket, that's what it's going to be like, you know, like in the film, like in the films. That's like the moment. That's the trigger moment.
That's
like
the trigger point.
So he's walking down and it's all in slow motion.
So what were you thinking at this stage?
I'm thinking,
did you not think I should just try and get off the train?
Where would I go?
I don't know.
Where would I go?
I don't know.
I don't know
I'm
New York.
Asking you.
All I know is New York's a scary place.
So you thought, so your options are get off, not know where I am, and maybe jump on the next train to where it was going, or sit where there's Wesley Snipes is sat opposite me putting bullets in it.
But there wasn't anywhere to get off. We weren't going like.
Wasn't it like the tube?
Wasn't it? I was going to Connecticut, so it was a.
So it was like you were on.
Like an outbound train. It was going to be for an hour. Or like there might have been a few stops, but they weren't going to. I don't know where I was getting off. I could have got off and been on a platform in the middle of the worst neighbourhood ever.
Or so you thought your best choice was sitting opposite Wesley Snipes with a gun. That seemed safe.
At that point,
or do you think you just froze?
There's nowhere I could go. There's literally nowhere I could go.
Okay.
And even though it's happening really slow in my head, it probably happened a lot faster in real life.
Yeah.
So he's putting the bullets in.
Was the heart rate up here?
Oh my God. Imagine if I'd had that, it'd be like
200.
So I'm sitting there and the fella's coming down, he's getting closer and closer. So he comes down, like sweat's pouring off me, and the fella just goes to him, ticket please. And the fella just...
You go to him first?
Well, you know, he comes down, he's like, ticket please, looks down our row. And I can't fully remember what happened exactly, like did I show a ticket? But I just remember this,
thinking this is it.
Yeah, basically.
It's all over.
And the fella just went like that.
Now when he goes like that, you give
I'm like that, yeah, and I'm gone. and just pulls out a NYPD shield. He was a busy, and I've never been so happy to be sat next to him opposite a policeman in my life. Fella showed me, I got my ticket out. He walks away, probably all those scary fellas probably got off, and I'm just like, yeah, this is alright, I'm okay.
Wes?
I survived. They, oh, why you mean, you know, I got a picture with you. I haven't really got a picture, I've got those wind-up things.
Yeah.
I've got a disposable camera.
Disposable camera, yeah.
So, selfies haven't even been invented,
No,
they've been a
but
thing.
you thought about inventing them.
Oh my god, never been so relieved in my life.
Wow.
In my life. Got to the
Did he stay on the whole journey?
No, I did. I blacked out, I think, from then on. I think I just
This one's
went, oh,
gone.
like that. Got to me stop, got off, got me ticket, got back on the next train and went home.
And
Got
went
the
back?
Got the plane that night.
You had to go back then?
Of course I did. I had to go back to New York.
Did you get a... Hang on. You had to get a train
Yeah.
to Connecticut
Yeah.
to get your ticket
Yeah, yeah.
to come back to New York to
Yeah.
go home. Why?
Because the place in Connecticut where the office was.
Couldn't you just, this was like pre 9/11. Couldn't you have just gone to the airport?
Just got on a plane. Just literally got on a plane.
Well, hang on, mate. You used to be able to
To be fair, but
walk into Manchester Airport
know.
and go, yeah, I want to go on.
no, but it was a specialist ticket. It was cheaper. It was.
So you had to go.
I had to go and get it from them.
Connecticut.
I had to go and get it from them. All my visas and everything were attached to this company that I
you had to go
So
to.
I had to go to.
I just wanted to build me the full picture.
Because I'd been coaching in
'Cause
America.
it's like
I'd been
saying-
coaching in America.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so I had to go. But and then I got there, got to New. But then when I got to the plane, when I got to JFK, then I was shitting it again because I think a year before a plane had blew up as it was flying out over the bay, hadn't it? So then I'm thinking,
yeah.
and it was a dead wet, and it had been like thunderstorms because it was so hot. And then I'm thinking this plane's going to blow up. I think it was only a year after.
Was it that Pan Am one?
It was 90. No, it was a TWI, I think.
Oh, that just went out.
It just basically flew
Just
over the bay and just
didn't it?
exploded. And they've never found out why it blew up. I don't think.
They'll know.
Well, no, they said loads of people said it was a missile,
Yeah.
but
they
it went
haven't said anything.
went all hush hush,
Well,
didn't
it
it?
will, won't it?
So,
Someone's-
but you are right about that because I flew into Boston in 2001.
Quite
4 months before
Yeah, yeah.
9/11,
9/11, yeah.
and literally we got off a plane from Heathrow in Boston and just literally walked through the airport and got on another plane to Houston without being checked. Like the only check was in the gate.
You should literally be able to walk up to the gate and just go.
And obviously Boston's
And they
where
just
they
go,
got
"Beep,
Boston's
there's
where
your
they,
ticket and you'd be on the plane."
And Boston's where they got the planes from. For
Yeah.
that, for that,
Was it?
Yeah. So you literally just walked up, got on it,
Yeah, and you were
and
gone.
like it was a bus.
And that was it. Yeah, well, that's what it was, wasn't it? That was their travel.
So that's the story.
Did you know that, Joe? That was their travel, yeah. Literally just
Yeah.
like you were getting on a
Once you were internal in America,
That
no
was
one got
it.
checked.
No.
You also have cities on the plane, have you?
Yeah.
There you go.
Mad.
And monkeys.
That was yeah, that is quite a story, to
Is it,
be
yeah?
fair. I can't believe you've kept that
Surprised
from
it hasn't
on
come-
AOB.
That hasn't come up before.
I'm absolutely amazed that hasn't come up.
See,
To
that's
be
what
honest.
happens when I'm here. I get all the stories out of
It's just
bed.
scary. Scary.
You know, it sort of woke me up to
Yeah,
life.
I'm gonna say probably
Yeah.
refocused you.
I come home and I was like, yeah, Liverpool doesn't seem so bad anymore. It doesn't seem so scary. All these people.
Caught up now.
It's caught. Yeah,
it's well caught up.
Gone the other way.
Well,
What about
just talking about Liverpool, like
Yeah,
couple
go on.
of, obviously a couple of knife attacks in the last
Yeah.
few days. Sadly, young lad died the other night. Apparently there was a stabbing last night in Dingle.
What do you put this down to?
I don't know.
I put
people are saying they're arming themselves because
Yeah.
it's at the heart of most of the stuff.
It's not just in
It's-
Liverpool.
No,
Because,
no.
and I tell you why, you know, it's not just, well, London's rife.
rife for it.
One of the stories, I believe, on EastEnders at the moment is a kid died and then got knifed, and now there's another kid who's like absolutely terrified.
Yeah.
So he's got a knife because he's absolutely terrified because other people have got knives, and that's where I think it's down to. And again, you know, my favourite subject. It's the lack of money. Basically, the police haven't got the police have been cut so severely.
Yeah, no, we're not.
That especially in
not enough to
London,
cover
there's not
it,
enough to cover. There's not
Not
enough
a
presence.
yeah.
So therefore, people know.
Why are the
Why
are people walking around with knives?
Well, number one, I think people now are. One reason is they know they can get away with it. There's no checks. No one's getting stopped. There's no police everywhere. No one feels like they're going to get checked. Number two, and this is honest. And I don't care who you are or where you're from. You get caught with a knife on you.
Yeah.
You should get 15 years at least.
I said 25
Well,
first.
25 then.
15 guaranteed.
You should get 15 years.
You're not getting out early.
No, you get 15 years
Done
and
and
that's you, right? Because if you knife someone, there's a good chance they're dying.
They're dead, yeah.
Because it doesn't matter, you don't have to be a fucking master craftsman or anything.
No.
You know, if you put a blade into someone, you're going to hit something that's going to...
Yeah.
And they're not going to be able to get the treatment they need to survive. They're going to bleed out and that's the end, and you're ruining... Their life's gone and you're ruining everyone around them's life. So they should. I think people are desensitised now to everything. People get sent videos left, right and centre of horrible, gruesome stuff, and it doesn't seem real anymore.
A car in Russia yesterday, just in Sochi, just driving, just went on the pavement and wiped out about 8 people.
But you see
and
these
people are going, look, I watched this video, and you're like, why? But you don't want to see, you're almost going, what the f...
You get sent these videos and it's just like, oh, have you seen this? This fella's head fell off, and you're just like, oh yeah, it doesn't seem real. But at the same time, it is real. But so I think people are desensitised to the effect it has on. I think there's a lot of things. I think the other thing is, Baz, I don't know where the same with you. I don't think Joe might be a good barometer here. Is when I was in school, I remember like policemen coming in or people who were victims of crime coming in and putting their story across. And you know what? Real. For the majority of the people in the classroom, it's just like, well, this is basically a free period where this fella gives us a bit of a spiel. Does that happen to you in school? Yeah. But for me, that used to be like, I used to like pay attention to those kind of things. Maybe not fully, but it would stick. Maybe that doesn't happen anymore as much. I just don't think these kids know how real it is.
I remember going in when I was doing like a daily race thing when we were playing footy and we had to go into college and we went to court. We went and sat in a court for 3 hours in the morning to a session, and they brought live cases in and we were just observing in the court, and oh my god. That was enough. That was enough for me to just go. I would, not that I would anyway, but you just look at it and go. And then I played for when I was at Everton. We played working at Everton. We played Strange Race, you know, the staff team and stuff. Went in Strange Race 3 years on the run for competitions and that. Walk 6 foot, lock the door after you. You're looking, oh my god, walk the next 6.
There should be all this.
Going,
they should take them to hospitals to show them what it looks like on a Friday night with blood everywhere and you know, all these things from they should show. I think the other thing is as well, and I'm not like, you know, I'm fully teched up and I love the world the way it is and the way it's moving forward, but I also think that because everyone's got phones and everyone's got access to everyone else's life, I think there's a lot of jealousy in the world.
Oh yeah, massive. Because
everyone's, you know, it's funny, I had a conversation with a woman last week, and we were talking about the weather, and she was going, she's going to town, she's going for this stuffy, you know, do. She said she wasn't very happy, and she was like, oh, look at the weather. And I said, no, isn't it amazing? I said, you see everyone out. I said, but you know what, right? I said, nothing ever looks as good as what someone else is doing on a picture, right? You could be having that same experience, right? Yeah. And you could be doing that same thing, but it doesn't ever look as good as someone else's picture of doing that thing. Right, and that's how we.
Because it's all perception.
Exactly, that's how we visualise everything now through filters. So everyone's always having a better time than you. Everyone's always got other stuff than you. Everyone's always doing something better than you. No matter how good the thing you are doing, you pick up your phone and you go, "Oh, look what they're doing. I wish I was doing that." And there's too much of that now. There's too much of everyone's striving to be better for everyone else because everything's on show.
But it's all false though, isn't it?
No, it is, but that's what I'm saying. So lads now are all like, need to have 6 packs and need to do this and need to do that. Oh, I couldn't possibly go on a holiday to like Ibiza without having a 6-pack or blah blah blah. And they've got, you know, spending a fortune on you know, they've got no money yet, they're spending a fortune on this and that and the other just so they look good in all these pictures and all that. And you're just like, they're not real things. No. They are not real things.
Well,
you're going through it, probably, I would imagine.
Yeah, he's 17 on this week, and it's like clothes and stuff, and you're like, yeah, you know, I'll buy you stuff, but that's not real because I'm not going to buy you that all the time because I'm not. because you're 17. So if you want that lifestyle, you've got to go and get yourself a good, work hard, get yourself a good job to buy it. But it's also the thing of, it's all nonsense as well. There's a pair of jeans there next to another pair of jeans that are the same.
One's got a label on.
Exactly the same. That's whatever.
But you can't. I mean,
that's 400.
You can't. I mean, I was probably around, probably the same in a way.
Yeah,
but I wasn't too. But I wasn't too
but
bothered. The only thing that I wanted when I was 17, the best thing, and you were probably the same. I wanted the best footy boots. That was it. I used to go and get Predator the day they came out, but I paid for them. I either got them out my Christmas money, or when I got a job, I remember going to a sports shop where they had them in the window and they went out to the next day, and I begged the fella to sell me them because I had a footy tournament the next day, and I wanted to be at that footy tournament wearing the new Predator that no one else would have. And the irony is, because I bought them quick and wore them the next day, they ruined my feet, and someone snapped me fucking ligaments in them as well. So I don't think I give them to Brini. They were £120 boots, and I went to the RSD, I don't want them. They're cursed. And I never wore them again. But that's what I was like. But there's too much of that going on at the moment, and it's leading into people who've got nothing wanting stuff that other people have got.
That's the, but I don't. It's this world of Instagram, isn't it? Really, filters on it, everything. Look at how perfect my life is. But at the end of the day, what you've got to remember is, if you're having a good time, you ain't got time to put pictures on. And all these people who are putting pictures, look at us, and I'm just going for this, I've got this, and you're like, what? There's none of that's real. None of it's real.
Some of it's real. I mean, if you're enjoying yourself with a person, it's nice to get a picture of it.
Yeah, no. Don't confuse me saying you shouldn't be taking pictures. But there's these people that live their life through the pictures, and you're going, just go and enjoy the thing you're at. Well,
people buy things to even make it look like that, whether it be filter or lighting or whatever. There was a picture last week that I sent you, that picture of the girl.
She looked and
she had the picture and she looked absolutely amazing, and someone had took a side view of it, and it was, I'm not saying anything about the girl, but it was a completely different perception from what it looked like from the front to what it looked like at the side.
That's the thing though, isn't it? So none of that's real. People who were, these kids who were wanting these, the latest stuff and training, it's not real. You're trying to keep up with a lifestyle that isn't real. That's part, and the other part of it is that I think, we've already said it, there's not enough money for the police, and then there's too much poverty. There's still a lot of poverty, as much as they keep telling us that everyone's got a job and all that. Wages are shit. So we're getting bombarded all the time with these things. You want this new thing, you need this new phone, you need this new laptop, you need this new thing, and it's like, but that shouldn't.
No, I know, but that's always been there, Baz.
No, that's there, right? And we've all been the thing of that. And you'll see it with football clubs. I was talking to my missus the other day about the kits and stuff, and I was saying, a few years ago, you had your own kit, and she was like, what? I was like, they had their own kit for 2 years, and then the next year they had the away kit, and then that was 2 years. I said, why did that have to stop? There's literally... Well, no, but it's
money, innit?
Nowadays, though, mate, nowadays...
No, I know.
There's the money they get off that is buttons.
So, no, I know, but they still do it.
The whole thing is done like that, and that for me needs to... there needs to be some ownership of it, but this knife thing...
No.
The only way you can get a grip on this now is mandatory 15 years, and it's nothing less. End of story. I don't give a shit. If your kid... If my lad goes out with a knife... then why is he taking the knife out? If he's that scared, don't go out. End of story, right? If he goes out with the knife and he gets caught, he hasn't got a leg to stand on, and neither have I.
There you have it.
That's how I think it is.
Let's quickly talk about, there's been loads of stories this week about...
We'll just touch on them then, go on.
There's been loads of stories about animals fighting back. They don't need knives.
Big strong bastards.
They are, but
let's be honest.
They are, there's been some amazing ones. There was the girl who was on a boat trip, and she put a hand into the water to feed a shark, and the shark grabbed her finger and dragged her into the water.
She didn't go in the water though, did she?
She went just into it, but they grabbed her. But number one, right? If you were in a zoo, would you put your fingers in a tiger or lion enclosure?
Some people would.
Well, alright.
Yeah. Wouldn't he?
You're all fucking idiots.
I wouldn't.
You're all fucking idiots, right? I think this is the other part of the problem in the world, Baz. The rise of the fucking idiots, mate. And we've just been to ourselves, Love Island. It's a bunch of fucking idiots, and other people aspire to be like that. And sadly, just off the back of that, and I know it happened a couple of weeks ago, but a young girl who was in Love Island a couple of years ago died. She killed herself.
Did she kill herself?
She killed herself.
Dead.
So she was. It's almost like that. She died, and Love Island. So it's almost like her star had faded, and she couldn't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of
There's
course.
too much of that.
It's just
Anyway, that's got
foolish.
nothing to do with, with tigers or lions or bears or my. So she's a fucking idiot for a start.
Yeah. What do you think? Put your hand in. Oh, there's a shark. It'll let me stroke it.
The other one, there's a video I seen of a bear that had got into a car. I don't know how it got into the car, but you know,
Okay.
with
yeah.
it being warm, policemen come along and probably thought, you know, gotta smash your window.
know.
There's a lot of that going on as well.
There is, yeah.
Dog owners who put dogs in cars in this weather, you are fucking idiots. And if I ever saw you doing it, I would not only smash your car up, but I would smash your fucking faces up, you fucking clowns. Right? Because dogs can't
Unless
sweat.
they were really hard.
No, I'd still have a go at them, I don't give a fuck.
Of course you would.
Did
Did you see the video I sent you at the vet?
dogs can't sweat, right? Cars are like fucking ovens. You are literally cooking a dog, right? You fucking dickheads. So there's a bear trapped in a... The policeman smashes the window,
Yeah.
legs it, and then the bear gets out, fucking legs it out. It's fine, you don't see it anymore, but it's fucking boss.
Bears like that.
Bears like, what are you doing? I'm with me bird.
Yeah. What are you smashing me car up for, you knobhead?
It was boss. Oh, the way
it was.
There's another video that was in California. There was another one in California, right? Of a bear that had gone into someone's back garden and just got in there hot to was just like, yeah,
The
I can
necessity.
get used to a bit of this. I can get used to a bit of
If
this.
it had a beer.
Oh, it was amazing, but it was boss because they just filmed it and.
We saw that bear in the Jeep in Russia the other week
Yeah.
playing the
I don't like
Vuvuzela.
that though.
No, I don't, but
like
why
that.
was it playing the
And I
Vuvuzela?
don't like the fact that I don't like any of that because they're trained and all they're trained, they're beaten or electrocuted.
It is mad, isn't it? What about the most incredible story of all, which is not an animal related story?
Well, we
but-
were focusing on animals for the last 5 minutes of the show.
I know, but you just totally skated
Go on
over
quickly then, because I've go on.
the kids who've been
Kids in the cave.
Yeah.
I'm not really asked. They're only kids. They're not animals, are they? No, that's mad. That story. It is mad, and it's mad to see how they're going to get them out. Because now that they found them, they can't just get them out.
Said it could take 4 months.
Well, they started pumping water out. So
Two
that's-
British divers
yeah.
went through.
So they've got to
and
start pumping water out and thinking of digging holes in the
You've
ceiling.
got to be careful.
And
out
then,
on the land.
or they're going to have to train the kids individually.
Yeah, to swim
That's
out.
fucking mad.
But
They're
it's
not animals.
amazing that
It
they're
is
alive,
amazing.
though, isn't it?
Sorry, I'm skipping through this. But
I know,
I'm
I
gonna-
know.
The other one that I wanted to
Just
sort of-
on the kids before you go.
I want to finish my animal stories.
And
One of the kids in a cave in England top. So
he's stuck in a cave.
So,
even he
there's
knows
a kid.
it's coming home.
Some poachers went into a reserve in Africa.
Oh, yeah.
And went after these rhinos that are,
Threatened.
threatened. And the lions ate them. The lions ate all the poachers. I don't know if it was 3 lions.
Wasn't it?
No.
You're not sure?
Not sure. But they ate them, which I thought was amazing. Animals standing up for each other. Brilliant. That's what we want to see.
I'm it's right.
Yeah.
Got no issue with it. Rhinos are hard as fuck.
I know, but they're easy to kill.
Yeah, I suppose so.
They're easy, you just fall asleep and you just walk over and smack them on the head. And the last one, and I thought this was amazing, right? The headline was, are Chernobyl wolves spreading mutant gene? And this wasn't like this was in like...
Is mutant gene like a Nutella or something like
no,
that?
It's like
or like a butter?
X-Man kind of thing.
Oh,
so,
no, just 'cause
basically,
you said,
what it says is, right?
Spreading mutant gene.
Yeah. Can't believe it's not the mutant gene.
Yeah, exactly.
So basically what's happened is, because there's an exclusion zone in Chernobyl,
Yeah.
Wolves have took over it, not the team, and probably got like a Portuguese agent.
Mendes has sent some Portuguese over it.
So
he's got 3 legs now, and he can
basically they've took over, and there's a pack of these wolves.
To get
and
over there, are they?
There's no. The wolves are fine.
Yeah.
And they've managed to get like trackers on them, and apparently
wolves with trackers. Are you sure?
They're like that tracker.
I thought you meant the other one,
no.
the bras that the players wear.
So anyway, they've got these trackers on them, and they've tracked them for like 130 miles, and they've got nothing wrong with
some fucking bleed test.
They've got nothing, but they've got nothing wrong with them, right? So there's no problems with them because they're healthy, they're fine. But what they're saying is that because there's no humans there,
Yeah.
right? Even though we fucked it up,
Yeah.
everything else is fine. So wildlife and habitat is all fine because we're not there.
So what?
So even though it's Chernobyl,
So can we go back into Chernobyl then?
well, if you want to be ate by wolves, yeah.
Yeah.
But we're not there,
Yeah.
and even though we fucked it up,
Yeah.
it's fine. So it probably looks like The Last of Us at the moment.
Oh, okay.
But because the wolves are there, they're having the time of their lives. But I thought the headline was a bit misleading.
I honestly thought there was wolves spreading mutant gene on a hovis.
There you have it.
Fucking bread loaf or something.
So there you have it. This has been Any Other Business. I've got to go and have a dentist appointment.
You have.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.